You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for the week of December 2nd through the 6th. Ridge is going to snap at Brooke, and Remy is back to stalking. Wednesday, by the way, is the last new B&B episode till Monday. And boys, they're going to be some cliffhanger stuff that may frustrate you. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. And as we always do on early edition day, we're going to talk about what's happening the rest of this week, which is a very short week. Wednesday, November 27th, should be the scene from the promo when Ridge confronts Carter and says he knows what he is doing. And Carter, at this point, knows that he's outed, and I think it's going to be a very interesting showdown. And speaking of showdowns, Hope and her mom, Brooke, have one. And when Hope finds out that Brooke heard what they were talking about and ran right over and told Ridge she is going to be furious. You know, she's going to see this as a huge betrayal of her and Carter, who have gotten themselves convinced that they are trying to save the Logans and yada, yada. They have totally rationalized this fraudulent betrayal. And basically, she's going to tell Brooke that she can't believe she's choosing Ridge over her own daughter. I mean, hello. Brooke always chooses Ridge over everything. Meanwhile, we should have Justin back, perhaps with some answers for help dealing with Carter and shutting him down. So he had showed up on Tuesday, and then looks like, according to Wednesday spoilers, more with Justin. And then Thursday, happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, which is a whole lot of us, unless you're listening from another country. And then, hey, have turkey anyway. It's fun. NFL football is on CBS. And on Friday, it is college football. So if you like football, good for you. I don't. So I'm going to be eating turkey and shopping online. And then going into the week of December 2nd through the 6th, a full week of soaps is back. So yay. So Remy has this job at Il Giardino, and he has gotten Deacon to let him move into the dinky little apartment, I guess, next door to Sheila and Deacon. I had said in my predictions this past week that I felt like Sheila might take him under her wing. You know, maybe she's going to smell the psycho on him and say, I like that, you know, which is scary to think about. But Remy's in the perfect spot to spy on Elektra and Will and other Forresters, since, you know, Finn comes in there, other people from Forrester Creations come in there. Like, for instance, those catty, jealous Forrester models that wanted Will for themselves. Maybe Remy is going to chat up those girls to keep some tabs on Elektra. And now that we know exactly what creepy Remy was doing, it's even worse. He was photoshopping photos of Elektra, doing like AI stuff to make her look like she was undressed. That's just so creepy. And I hope this doesn't rebound in some way on Sheila and Deacon for taking this kid in and giving him a job and a place to live, because obviously they didn't know what a dirtbag he was. I also anticipate we'll probably see Remy getting the chance to make some deliveries to Forrester Creations, maybe to the Spencer house, you know, maybe to Steffi's house, just different kind of ways he can infiltrate different aspects of Elektra's life. So this job definitely is a good, and I keep seeing, by the way, people asking, could he be one of, you know, Deacon and Amber's kid or something? Y'all don't need to make any new person that comes on somebody else's kid. Like, I've seen people saying, is he Sheila's kid? No, he's just this random weirdo. He doesn't need to be related to anybody. Hope and Carter, of course, now know by Wednesday that they are busted. And, you know, Carter might still have time to race and file those LLC papers, because if they're sticking to the law, just those signatures shouldn't do it. They have to be filed. You can file them online. I actually looked up the California law. and it takes about like 8 days to get approval. But if they are following the real law, Justin might have time to get an injunction to stop the filing. I'm sure we'll know more after we've seen Wednesday's episode, which, bear in mind, I've not seen at the time I'm making this video. Justin is pretty clever, so while these LLC papers look pretty bad, I would expect that he will embrace the challenge. And the good news is that Ridge and Justin are slightly ahead of the game because Hope and Carter were busy getting busy instead of filing those papers. Plus, as I mentioned in another video this week, Justin, if you recall, tried to pull a sketchy takeover of Spencer Publications. So he's got experience from the other side of things, from Carter's side of things. And at his core, Justin is a sneakier guy than Carter. So he may already be thinking 5 moves ahead to thwart Carter and Hope's plans. You know, Justin might be thinking, what would I do? And then he can cut him off at the pass. Steffy and Eric, of course, are going to be stunned to find out what Carter is plotting, with Hope there cheerleading him. And as I suggested in my Tuesday video, Brooke did try to blame a lot of this on Steffy. And I think, again, she's trying to position it so Ridge would be open to rehiring Hope, because now we know she was never, that now they know, we already knew, that she was never targeting Fenn. But Brooke may have overplayed her hand a little bit on Tuesday's episode when she said Steffy firing Hope was what put Carter and Hope on this road to revenge. And I believe Brooke's going to continue trying to push that narrative next week, and Ridge is going to clap back on her on any suggestion that the Forresters, any one of them, him, Steffy, anybody, brought this on themselves. Brooke probably needs to backpedal and find a new angle, or else blaming Steffy for what Carter and Hope have gotten up to is, you know, I think her working strategy. I don't think it's going to play out like she wants, even though she's definitely trying to throw Carter under the bus to keep Hope out from under it. Meanwhile, Carter and Hope have a big decision to make next week. Are they going to bow down, scrape, and apologize, or are they going to swing for the fences with this takeover plot not let up and see if they really can take over Forrester Creations? And as I've said, I'm down for it. I'd like to see them have control, at least for a few weeks, because I think it would be a lot of fun and would shake things up, and it would be something, you know, new and different. But we'll see now that Justin's involved and Carter hasn't gotten those papers filed yet. I don't know.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.